I have scouted my first shooting star on my account. Shooting stars are a much more popular training method of mining than just mining rocks, as with shooting stars you can just click once and let your character mine and mine and mine until the star is depleted. So you can click once for a few minutes as opposed to clicking every few seconds when you're power mining. So let's work out how much mining I'm going to actually have to do before I hit my target of level 90. I need 3.36 million XP to get from level 80 to level 90 mining. Now when you're mining Stardust, you get 32 XP for every Stardust you mine, which means that I would need to mine 105,000 Stardust to get from level 80 to 90 if I purely just did stars. However, if I mined iron ore all the way, I would need to mine 96,000 iron ore instead of the 105,000 Stardust mentioned before. And obviously there are advantages and disadvantages to both methods. Stardust is much more AFK than power mining, as you can just leave it for a few minutes at a time, so that may be the method I will pick if I have to work or if I'm busy, and then if I can put more effort into it, maybe in the evenings I can power mine, so I'm maximizing the XP that is available to me. We only just caught the end of this star, but it's showing us that we're getting 12,500 XP per hour, which genuinely isn't too bad considering you only have to click once. Now that the star has despawned, I thought just while I was in the area I would come and chop some magic trees, as these are the first access we've had to magic trees on the entire account history. Now obviously one of our tasks is to make a magic shortbow, which we actually got the level for at the end of the last chunk when we reached level 80 fletching. So woodcutting those 2 logs took basically a couple of minutes, so it's very slow and very inefficient, and I do not see magic trees as a viable training method going forward. But we're just going to go and string our magic shortbow so that we have completed a chunk task. And honestly, a magic shortbow is a huge upgrade for the account. It's so beautiful. Unfortunately, we don't have the range level to equip it yet, but we will have to do that at some point, get level 50 range so that we can wield the magic shortbow. And with the magic shortbow becomes the first weapon we have access to that has a special attack. Beautiful. As there are currently no stars available to mine, I thought I would come and do some woodcutting. We do have a task of getting level 75 so that we can burn magic logs, so I thought I'd just come to Edgeville, cut some willow trees, burn them so I don't have to go to the bank, and we've got our first fire making level since the second episode of Chunk Danny, so that's a long time coming. 61 now, we're a quarter of the way to level 75. Another big grind we have on our hands for this chunk involves woodcutting and fletching. We need enough logs to be able to reach level 87 fletching, and we're currently level 80. To get from level 80 to 87 on U logs requires 26,000 there or thereabouts U logs turned into unstrung U longbows. Alternatively, if I chose to do this grind on willow bows, I would require 48,000 there or thereabouts willow longbows unstrung. This doesn't even really take into account the extra logs that I would have to get from level 61 to 75 fire making, which is again approximately 12,000 more willow logs, or roughly 5,000 U logs. So all in all, we're going to have to cut around 30,000 U logs with a black axe, or about 60,000 willow logs. Now forestry events will aid us in getting extra XP as well as extra collection logs, and will make the grind considerably less dull, tedious, boring, all of the above. For example, the Freaky Forester event where you have to steal the eggs out of the nests and give them to the forester. It gives amazing woodcutting XP, and it also gives really good thieving XP. And ever since we've been doing forestry, we've been getting a bit of passive thieving experience, and it's generally really fast. We're very close to level 41 in fact. But that brings me on to another topic, which is the farming forestry event and the hunter forestry event. The farming forestry event involves 5 different piles of potential mulch that you have to put together and add to the struggling sapling, rewarding you with woodcutting experience and farming experience. Now I believe when you've got the total 100% right combination, you get 60% of your farming level as experience in the farming skill. If I end up doing forestry all of the way up to level 95, 96 woodcutting, which is where we'll be after 30,000 new logs, I could potentially have the level unlocked to plant trees, which could open up farming grinds in the next few chunks that we unlock, because there are a few farming patches dotted around. For example, right next to Lumbridge to the west is a tree patch. The other forestry event that could be very useful to us going forward is the fox forestry event. Now I spoke about this briefly in a previous video, but wanted to come back to it in this video as a bit more in depth, as it could have massive implications to our account going forwards. Now the aim of this forestry event is to fix traps so that you save the fox from dying, and then the fox gives you potential rewards at the end. There are 14 traps per event, and each trap you unlock gives you 50% of your hunter level as experience. So for example, I'm level 2 hunter, so I'm getting 1 experience for every trap that I unset. Now going forwards, I have unlocked the Grand Exchange, and in the Grand Exchange chunk it's a crop field, which if I get level 17 hunter, I can enter Puro-Puro, which is a whole new world, and a whole new world of drops, best in slots, grinds, things that can help us. But that is a discussion for later in the video. For now, I'm just going to do some forestry, get some levels, get some XP, and I'm going to start chipping away at my mammoth grinds. We just had a star despawn on us halfway through, which is hugely annoying. But while we're in the area, I realised we have a chunk task to restore prayer whilst praying the smite prayer. And that is a hard task in the Lumbridge and Draenor area complete, and as such another chunk task completed. A huge milestone for the Chunk Danny account. We got a lamp which we put onto Hunter, which gives us level 3 Hunter, and with level 3 Hunter comes total level 1000. We are officially a 4-digit total level, and that is an amazing milestone to get. It's a bit disappointing that I didn't get this in the last chunk. That would have been a nice way to cap it off, but total level 1000 is a really big milestone. In a previous clip, I was cutting from the singular willow tree in Edgeville. Then I realised that there are 2 willow trees right next to each other in Lumbridge, so that I can always be chopping and I don't need to stand still waiting for the tree to respawn. We've just hit level 81 fletching, so only 6 levels to go. It's going to be a grind, but I'm sure we'll get there. Level 89 woodcutting coming in. We only have 10 levels left until we've completed the entire skill. Only 1 level away from our first level 90. That's really, really nice to see. I'm recording this clip just a couple of days after my episode 10 has been released. We finally hit 500 subscribers. We've got about 25 to 30 subs since releasing my 10th video. It got very well received and I'm very grateful to everyone for their support. Hopefully this is just the start and hopefully we can push on now and can aim towards the 1,000 maybe by the end of the year. That's maybe a goal that I'm going to set myself. Just wanted to put a quick clip in here to say thank you to everyone, and I really appreciate all your support moving forward. It really motivates me to be able to get these videos out and to make them as good as I can possibly be, so thank you. Back to the actual RuneScape content. Got a forestry event here and we've got level 42 thieving. That's coming up really fast. I was level 40 just a couple of days ago and now I'm level 42. So it'd be interesting to see which thieving, hunter and farming levels we can get at the end of this long grind. But that's the first 2 thieving levels out the way. I'm pretty sure that random events can't spawn in the proximity of a shooting star. This star has just despawned and then a couple of seconds after it's gone, all these random events just start popping out of nowhere. So there's a genie, there's a frog, and I'm pretty sure there's a freaky forester around there somewhere. So I'm not sure if that's intentional, I'm sure it is. But random events can't spawn in banks, they can't spawn around forestry events, and it looks like they can't spawn in the proximity of stars either. So that's pretty interesting. Fun fact for you there. Recently, there has been speculation that I have some sort of spoon when it comes to rare drops. And I dismiss this claim, saying no, I don't, I'm just getting a bit of favourable RNG, there's nothing untoward about it. Until I got a second fox whistle. Level 4 hunter and a duplicate fox whistle. Now I couldn't believe my eyes when I got this. My friend has been going for this for months now and he still can't get one, and I'm sat here with a duplicate fox whistle at level 4 hunter. I haven't really done too much forestry. I was about to message him just to rub it in his face that I got a second one, but that's gonna have to wait until he's back online. I can't believe I got a second one, and I guess I can stop denying that now that I'm not spooned. Another mulch forestry event, and with that comes level 5 farming. It's coming up very quickly. It's actually faster XP than hunter, as you get 60% of your level instead of the 50 you get with hunter. So it's going to be interesting to see just how high we can get this up. Currently level 5, depending how much forestry we do, maybe even level 15 at some point, which would be nice. And very quickly after, level 5 hunter as well. Every time I get the fox event in forestry, I'm kind of bracing myself to get a third fox whistle. It sounds ludicrous, I know, but I can't believe I've been so spooned on the 2 that I've got. But we've just hit level 6 hunter, so that's coming up nicely. For the very first time on Chunk Danny, I can say that I have a level 90 skill. Well, I would in a second if I can actually cut this log. But there we go, level 90 woodcutting. A long time coming. We've been woodcutting right from the start of our account. We've had to woodcut to earn money. We've had to woodcut for fletching, for fire making, for forestry, for passive hunter, farming and thieving experience. It has been an amazing source of skills, experience and money throughout my entire account, and now we have reached level 90. I think it's going to be about level 95 or level 96 woodcutting by the time we've got enough logs banked for 75 fire making and 87 fletching, so we're going to be very close to getting that woodcutting cape. Beautiful. It never fails to amaze me just how good the XP is on these forestry events, and with that said, in comes level 43 thieving. We're still chasing the golden pheasant egg, which is the reward from this event. This time we are getting a hunter level via the means of a lamp rather than a forestry event, and we are now level 7. Do you guys remember my good friend Chunklius? He is the friend I was referencing earlier when I got my second fox whistle. Now he has been subject to, I'm just going to be honest here, mockery and constant reminder that I have the fox whistle and I also have a duplicate fox whistle, and he has neither, despite it being the only forestry collection log that he needs from RNG drops. So I was woodcutting with him, and to be honest, I wasn't expecting to make a clip. So if you'll excuse the banter and the writing that we are writing between each other. So he got spawned a fox event. Now, as you guys know, this gives Hunter XP, and it gives you the chance of getting a fox whistle. So at the start of the event, I sent him a nice message saying, perfect for a nice whistle. Just teasing him that there was a chance that I was going to get a third one just in front of him. Just like I got the first one in front of him. And yeah. A third fox whistle straight in front of him. And I can't believe I got a third fox whistle. I'm level 7 hunter. People in the CC have been going dry on these until well after 99 woodcutting. They've got 40 odd hunter and they still haven't got the fox whistle. So I don't understand why this one specific drop is calling my name constantly. It must be because Chunklius is a bit of a and Karma just wants to spite him. As I deposit my latest inventory into the bank, you can see the 3 beautiful fox whistles just on the left hand side there in the 3rd column. I cannot believe that I've been so lucky. And Chunklius has had enough. He has unfriended me, he's rage quit the friendship, and to be honest, I don't blame him at all. If I needed the drop and my friend, who has done significantly less forestry than me, had come in and got 2 of them right in front of me, I would rage quit the friendship too. It's coming, mate, don't worry, you're going to get one eventually, and if you can add me back, that'd be great. Thank you. Shout out to Extremely Lost as well. We are all doing some wood cutting together. And I've just got a lamp which I'm going to put on Hunter, and that gives us level 9. Closing in on double figures. It's going up very fast actually. Beautiful. Lamps are coming thick and fast this episode, and with this latest lamp we are putting it on Hunter again, and we get level 10 Hunter. A long slog of woodcutting in the past few days has taken us from level 89 all the way up to level 91. The levels are starting to take tens and tens of hours. We're getting about 20k XP an hour at the minute. Obviously a bit skewed by mining and a little bit of fletching. It's probably more like 25k an hour. But 600 odd XP till level 92. And at level 92, we will officially be halfway in the woodcutting skill. We finally got a beginner clue step that we can do, and I'm praying we get a 1-step clue because, to be honest, I'm pretty sick of having no caskets in a very long time. So let's see, Yuri, will you give me a casket? Oh my god, yes, you do. Right, let's hope for some mole slippers or something beautiful like that. Quickly whack the XP lamp on Hunter first, and we get some lore runes and some fire runes. Could be better. Could be worse. It's been a while since I've recorded any hunter or farming clips, so we're at level 12 hunter now, and we've just hit level 11 farming, so the total levels are coming up very nicely. We're only 1 level away now from another CC announcement of level 10 25. And with that said, very soon after we get another mulch event, and that gives us level 12 farming and a total level of 1025, coming up amazingly nice. And forestry has honestly been a godsend for this account because it's so much better than having to rake or anything like that for the early levels. So yeah, very happy. Another poachers event and another thieving level. Now level 44. 3 XP is the best XP, and this XP is amazing. Back for another thieving forestry event, but this time with a bit of a twist. I have got very lucky so far with my fox whistles conceiving 3 over the space of level 13 hunter. I believe I actually got my 3rd at level 7. But since then I've been hunting for the golden pheasant egg and also the petal garland, which you get from the druid event, which I actually haven't had too many of. However, the golden pheasant egg has now been achieved on my account. Now, if you didn't know, you can get the beaver pet when you're doing woodcutting, and the forestry drops such as the egg and the fox whistle can be used on the pet to either make the beaver turn into a fox or into a pheasant. So the pheasant egg can be used on the beaver if we ever get the pet to turn the pet into a pheasant. I am so happy to get the golden pheasant egg. I am 91, nearly 92 woodcutting. I've got about 40 to 50,000 anime bark in the bank. So I've been doing forestry for quite a while now, and I'm very, very happy to get that indeed. A long hard graft of woodcutting. I think we've got about 1 million XP in the past few days. So we've been doing a lot and putting a lot of hours in. And we've reached level 92 woodcutting. We are now officially halfway to level 99. 7 levels to go, 3 or 4 to go until we hit the acquired amount of logs for 87 fletching. But there we are. 92 woodcutting, that's very, very nice to see. And shout out to the 3 people who have been keeping me company. Chunklius, Extremely Lost, and Esglyph. 3 very nice people. And yeah, thank you. Yet another forestry event and yet another thieving level. Now level 45. And to be honest, I'm a bit upset that I haven't got a second golden pheasant egg. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't expect to get another one. But yeah, level 45. So we are now hitting level 15 farming, which is a very interesting level, giving us the level to be able to grow our own oak trees. We currently do not have any tree farming patches, but there is a tree farming patch next to the Lumbridge Castle, so if we roll west, we now have a place where we can grow our own trees, and then we'll be able to slowly grind away at all the oak seeds, willow seeds, maple seeds, yew seeds, and eventually magic seeds, which I don't actually think I've got a magic seed, but I have all the others. So that has been an interesting way to train our farming and an actual primary method as well. But that is very nice, level 15 farming. I'm kind of surprised generally how quickly we've got this farming experience. Between 90 and 92 woodcutting, we got 1 to 15 farming, which is really, really nice. Where I am cutting is very close to the Soul Wars portal, and every now and again you see what can only be described as a dirty bot farm. They all have the same name, they all have the same outfit, and they're all doing exactly the same thing. Very weird behaviour. There they are. At least 9 different accounts. I haven't seen a Deal Jan 10, but I have seen up from 1 all the way to 9. There he is at the bottom, a Deal Jan 10. Another hunter level, now level 15. We can now catch ruby harvest butterflies. Only 2 levels until we can potentially use Puro-Puro to our advantage. But yeah, 2 levels to go. I'm sure it won't be too long until we reach level 17. Halfway through level 92 and we get another fox whistle event. Obviously I call it the fox whistle event because of how many I've got. But we've just hit level 17 hunter, giving us the level to be able to catch baby implings inside Puro-Puro as long as you have a butterfly net. Now, a bit later on in the video, I will do my reasonings for why I may want to do Puro-Puro and why I may not want to do Puro-Puro. Now recently, in the Chunkman Kingdom, I don't know how to call it, Chunky Neil made a video detailing his reasons for not wanting to do the Puro-Puro 89 hunter grind. A lot of people agreed with him, and a lot of people didn't agree with him. So I don't want it to be a big thing, a massive debate. I would just like to give my reasons, and it's my account and I would like to play the account the way I would like to play it. So I will do that shortly. Puro-Puro is this vast expanse of land that is home to baby implings all the way through to lucky implings. Now you have to hunt these implings with a magic butterfly net. You trap the implings in a jar and then you can get some loot. Now Puro-Puro opens up a bunch of grinds and unlocks and upgrades that would not be available to me in any chunks that are near me and are not specific to any chunk that I'm in or any chunk that I'm near. They also introduce a new bunch of skilling grinds, such as 95 fletching, 87 magic and 61 ranged. Therefore, I have set my rules as follows. I will capture every single fixed spawn imp within Puro-Puro, which is up to eclectic implings, and as such will give me a grind of level 50 hunter. So here are my new chunk tasks, having incorporated level 50 hunter into the mix. I still have to create a magic shield, so 87 fletching. I now have a 50 hunter requirement to catch an eclectic impling, and as eclectic implings drop red dragonhide armor, I will need to get 60 range to be able to wear it. They also drop red spiky band braces, blue dragonhide chaps and battle staffs, so I will have to unlock all of those as well from the eclectic impling drop table. I want the progress on my account to mean something, and if I'm going to unlock all of these new grinds, I would like to be in pole position to pick when I can unlock them for myself. Now I chose to lamp 17 hunter, so some of you may say, well, you chose to unlock Puro-Puro, so now you have to unlock all the way to level 89. And to be honest, I do agree with you a bit, but as I am a semi-extreme, I am going to class 89 hunter purely from imps as a meme grind, and as I progress through my account, I want to use Puro-Puro as a resource I can tap into, but not that one I have to tap into. So if I unlock a higher level impling that unlocks a new grind, for example 95 fletching, I will have to do that grind. But that is totally my choice, and anything above level 50 hunter for now is not mandatory, but is completely optional, and I hope you can all understand my decision. So our first hunter level in Puro-Puro has come in, and it's level 18 hunter. I think the next milestone is level 22 so that we can unlock young implings. For now it's just babies, and they drop a bunch of rubbish like chisels, hammers, thread and stuff like that. Thread needle is actually quite useful to me because I have a bunch of pheasant feathers in the bank, and that is 4 new collection log items I think, because there is a new outfit. It might be 3 collection logs, but either way. The catch rate on implings is awful at the start. It feels like you're completely fighting a losing battle. So it's just going to be about finding a spawn that I can reliably catch them, so that my XP per hour isn't the worst. I believe there are spawns in every corner of the map for baby implings, so I might go and check those out. Okay, we have found our corner spawn for the baby impling, and as you can see it's pretty stressful trying to catch them because they just don't want to get in the jar. So half of the struggle for looting the imps is going to be inventory space, and also dropping all the items before looting and making sure you always have space in the inventory and can always catch another impling. So we've just hit level 19 hunter, and I think with every level the catch rate improves just a little bit. But when you get to level 42 hunter, you unlock the magic butterfly net, which increases the catch rate by 8% across the board, I think is what someone in the CC said. So I have to verify that. But yeah, menu entry swapper is an absolute godsend at this place, because if you didn't have menu entry swapper, you would either have to shift drop everything, or you would have to right click and drop. However, you can menu entry swap for your initial left click to just be drop, and it's so helpful because you're going to be catching thousands and thousands of imps over your time here. So opening, dropping and catching is the aim of the game. You do have a chance to break an impling jar when you loot it. So when I only have about 5 or 6 impling jars left, then it is time to go back to the center of the maze with 5 or 6 baby implings to stock back up on fresh impling jars, ready for another hunter session. Part of why I want to do just a bit of Puro-Puro is just for the quality of life stuff. For example, for the past 55 in-game days on this account, ever since my account creation, I have never had access to food consistently that heals more than 5 hit points. I have had raw rat meat, cooked rat meat I should say, fried onions, and also nettle tea, which heal 3, 3 and 5 respectively. Now, baby inchlings drop lobsters, which heal 12 hit points. So I do actually have access to lobsters in my chunk by killing black demons, but as we've been through that before, it takes hours and hours and hours, and would take a silly amount of time to get an inventory full of lobsters. For example, if I wanted to go and fight Obor again. But now they drop from baby implings at a rate of 1 in 100, and there are also other imps when we improve our hunter level that also drop food that heals 12 and up to 19, as they also drop curries, which would be from gourmet implings. So having some food on the account make it so I can do multiple trips at Obor instead of having to suicide every time. And it's just a massive quality of life update, and will stop me from running around Obor like a headless chicken, wasting all of my snare runes, all of my nature runes, and it's just a brilliant update for me. Few hundred baby implings later, and we get 22 hunter, so we can now catch young implings. I'll probably try and catch a few, but I know the catch rate is genuinely appalling, so the fastest XP is probably still just killing baby implings in the corner, and I'm sure it'll be that case for a while, even maybe up until we get the magic butterfly net. So I'm just going to restock on some more impling jars, and I'll go back and still grind. I don't want to talk about Puro-Puro for a long time. I don't want to bore people with the same sorts of clips that a lot of other chunk men are putting out at the moment, because Puro-Puro is a grind that a lot of chunk accounts have to do when they unlock one of the places that has the wheat field that has the portal to Puro-Puro. That being said, young implings drop tuna and pizzas and just things like that, snape grass, steel nails, just things that could potentially help us moving forward. Garden pies, for example, for a farming boost. So just little things that may not be worth things to some accounts. They are very important to my account, and it's going to be nice to have a decent supply of food, because I have struggled up to 60 cooking just on nettles, onions and meat, like I said before. So it's generally a little bit of a game changer to just have a nice decent source of food, because I haven't unlocked a fishing spot yet, but I can actually fish my own. I didn't realise it at the time, but I dropped a hard leather from a young impling, and I just used one of the needle and thread on that to create a hard leather body. Now I didn't know that this was actually a chunk task, and I unknowingly made that into a hard leather body. But there we go, level 25 hunter. There aren't many things that I'm actually keeping from the imps, just food mainly. and thread and a few of the gems that we get. So it's not huge game-changing stuff to my account, it's more just quality of life and maybe some things I can use in the future. Now that I have some needle and thread on the account, it is time to go through some of our phoenix feathers, as that is great crafting XP and also great fashionscape that has just been sitting there unable to be used. So I'm going to create one piece of the outfit each, which is a collection log for each one. So there's 4 new collection log slots unlocked, and I have to say the fashionscape is absolutely booming right now. But look at that fashionscape, I look awesome. I'm using the rest of the feathers just to create more outfit pieces. Gives me level 44 crafting. We're very close to that level anyway, but it's another nice level to get, another total level on the account as well. Level 28 hunter coming in, and with level 28 hunter gives you the ability to capture gourmet implings. Now gourmet implings are probably the most exciting impling that I'm going to be able to unlock. They have a very good drop rate, they have stuff that's not going to hugely change my account, it's mainly just food, but it's going to make my PVM grinds in the future much nicer for me. So without further ado, I'm just going to show you a graphic of the implings drop table, and maybe you'll understand why after me using rat meat for so long, I am so excited to be able to catch these implings. With my latest hunter level, or level 29, we have reached total level 1050, so it's nice to get another CC announcement for total level for the second time in the same video. A lot of clues from imps, and I've got a step I can actually do, and it actually ended up being the casket, and we get an iron pickaxe. Now to be honest, for a normal person this would just be nothing, it would be worthless and useless, but for me this is the best pickaxe I have. I've used a bronze from level 1 to 80, and finally on level 80 I have an upgrade, which is an iron pickaxe. The upgrade is not huge, but anything is huge to be honest. However, on our hunter grind, eclectic implings and earth implings both drop the mithril pickaxe. So although it's very amazing to have an upgrade and no longer have to struggle with a bronze pickaxe, this will not be the best pickaxe we have in this chunk, but I'm actually really happy to get it now. And level 30 hunter. And level 31 hunter. A quick check of the total amount of imps we've caught so far: 501 baby, so we just hit 500 before hitting level 31, 74 young implings and 45 gourmet implings. So I'm finding the fastest XP is still just catching the babies in the corner. Fast forward a few hunter levels and we are just about to hit level 36. 36 is quite a big level in itself because we unlock a new tier of implings, being the earth implings, and earth implings drop the mithril pickaxe in a 1 in 100 rate. So we're going to be catching as many of them as we can, as that will give us our best in slot pickaxe, probably for a very long time indeed. So if we get that, that'll be great. But to be honest, we'll probably, just for the time being anyway, keep catching the babies in the corner. Just gonna catch an earth impling on my way to the corner and I get a mithril pickaxe. Oh my god. I've spent so many hundreds of hours mining with a bronze pickaxe and I didn't know where my upgrade would come from. I recently got an iron pickaxe, which is still a requirement at level 1, so that's not exactly great. But I've just got a mithril one, and I can't tell you how much time that's going to shave off my mining grind. I need 3 million XP just over, and I'm not even exaggerating here. a mithril pickaxe could genuinely take 100 hours off the grind. That is amazing. That is insane. I am so happy. Puro-Puro has come up trumps big time for me. We came straight back to the mines of Edgeville with our new and improved mithril pickaxe, and the mining is much quicker. You can feel it already. The bronze pickaxe was just not it, and the mithril pickaxe is so much better. It's not perfect, it's not amazing by any stretch of the imagination, but it is a huge and significant upgrade on the bronze pickaxe. We got a clue on our very first inventory of iron, so I'm just going to home teleport and do that quickly. Hopefully we can get a casket on the first try, because I cannot be bothered to stack clues on the floor. Is it going to be a one-step casket? No, that's unfortunate. Oh my god, we've got a back-to-back lumberage step. That's the first time that's happened on the entire account. I think I only have 10% of beginner clues actually unlocked, so the chances of doing that is genuinely minuscule at best. The cook gives us a casket. Brilliant. Not brilliant. Back at Puro-Puro, back catching baby implings in the corner. We've been doing this for a couple of hours now, and we're just hitting level 40 hunter, which is a nice little milestone to get. We're only 2 levels away from being able to catch essence implings, and also we are only 2 levels away from getting the amazing magic butterfly net. So once I have those, I will probably venture out of the corner and I will actually have a much better chance of catching the other implings around the place. So that is my plan for right now. And with this latest earth impling, level 41 hunter. Trapping baby implings all the way, level 42 hunter, and with that we can now catch essence implings, and we can now capture everything we need to be able to unlock the magic butterfly net. So I am going to quickly catch the 6 implings that we need, and I'm sure this won't take long at all. Oh my god, I can't believe how long that took. I hate this hay at Puro-Puro. It just stacks up when you least need it to, and it's so annoying. The implings just fly away, the catch rate is appalling, but it's pretty fitting that the moment I get my magic butterfly net, I see my first dragon impling. So I'm just going to put a message in the CC just so hopefully one of the chunk men can come grab it, and we'll see who comes. And Chunky Thorpe got it. He has his own YouTube series, Mark RS. So if you fancy checking him out, do go ahead. He has a very good Ironman one chunk series where he starts in Burthorpe. But that being said, and with the dragon impling out the way, it's time to go and exchange my 6 impling jars, making sure that the imps don't come and steal them, to unlock my magic butterfly net. Chunk task complete, obtain a magic butterfly net, as that is the best in slots for Puro-Puro, and my fashionscape is genuinely off the charts amazing. A star spawned in Al Kharid just as I was about to end the episode, so I thought I would go and mine it and just test out the mithril pickaxe on the stars, and we are getting just shy of 15,000 XP per hour. Now the XP per hour is faster when you're power mining, but mostly when I was using my bronze pickaxe on the star, I was not even getting above 10k XP per hour. So this is at least 4 to 5k XP per hour faster than the bronze pickaxe, and as we need to get over 3 million XP, 5k an hour is going to add up so much. So let's have a run through of the bank just as we end the episode. So our cash stack is back up to about 50,000 coins, just over. This has been made from selling willow bows to the general store whilst I was doing woodcutting and fletching whilst in Lumbridge. Nothing's changed with this tab except we've got a few seeds from birds' nests. Toad flax seeds, I can't remember what that was from, but that's pretty cool. 29 acorns, and obviously now we have the farming level to be able to plant them if we ever get a patch. Nothing's really changed in the food tab either. I'm keeping everything from Puro-Puro in a separate tab for now. And the runes are looking pretty shoddy, I will not lie. 27 nats is terrible. The only good source of runes we have really is the cosmic runes, which reminds me I do have the mage training arena within this chunk, so I could potentially get a start on that using the leftovers of my cosmic runes. The mining and woodcutting tab has had an addition of 2 extra fox whistles, 1 golden pheasant egg, a mithril pickaxe, as well as 8,500 yew-logs we've cut. That has taken well over 100 hours to cut, and yeah, up to 56,500 anime bark. So that's all coming along very nicely indeed. As we scroll now to the bottom, the Puro-Puro tab, we have got some sharks and bass, lobsters, tunas, just some pizzas, pies and a bunch of curries. This is going to be very handy for me in my PVM grinds in the future. Obviously I'm going to have to keep going back to restock, so I'm going to eventually get quite a lot of passive hunter XP, so I'm going to creep up towards those long grinds I was talking about earlier. We also got 2 grubby keys which I won't be able to use for a long time, as well as chef delights, compost, buckets of sand, super compost, and also a fish pie. If we go and have a look at our levels, what have we done this episode? 92 woodcutting, 61 fire making, 81 fletching. We also have 16 farming and 42 hunter. The next episode is going to be more of the same. We're going to have to get 95 or 96 woodcutting. We're going to have to get 87 fletching, 50 hunter, and then after we've done all of those, the mining grind commences. Also, we can work towards the mage training arena, which will get us a very nice amount of magic experience too. Thank you so much for watching as always. We've just hit 60 days on the account, so there's probably about 200 hours maybe on this episode worth of progress, which is really cool. We made a lot of progress, made a lot of levels, and we're going to have a lot of money after we are done. Thank you for watching, and hopefully the next episode won't be too far away.